When we're importing new data, we don't always want our flows to run. So in the situation where we want to keep a flow active but bypass it during the insert, then what we need to do is create a custom permission, assign it to a permission set, assign the permission set to us, and add some additional criteria to our flow. So let's look at the before situation. Before we do that, we have an active flow that says when the status changes to active, set the client start date to today. So here you can see that our flow is active. Let's go into the back end and we're going to search for custom permissions and create new. And we'll keep this really simple and we'll call it bypass flows. Once we create our custom permission, we need to create a new permission set, and we will give that a pretty logical name as well, and we'll call it bypass flows, and we don't need to assign a license type. Once we create the new permission set, we need to scroll down to our custom permissions area, and we're going to modify this so that we can add in our new custom permission called bypass flows. And we'll save this. And then the next step is to assign this permission to our user record. So we'll go into Manage Assignments, add an assignment, select my name, click Assign. Now the easy part is done. Let's head back over to our flow and look at our next step. First, I'm going to do a refresh on my flow so that I can make sure that my new permission is available to me when I go in to modify it. Then I'm going to save as a new version of my flow. The next piece is going into the entry criteria. And whenever we have our entry criteria conditions listed, we do need to change it into a formula. That's the only way that we're able to access our new permission. So to show you how to find that permission, you will click into your resources and choose permission, and then scroll down or start typing until you find it. That's how you would merge that in. Now, I've already written it out, so I'm going to show you how it's similar to how we did the validation rule bypass, where you have to say not. So the idea is that if the running user does not have this permission assigned to them, and the record meets the entry criteria of having this status field have the active value, then go ahead and run the automation. So we'll double check that our syntax is good. We'll save this. And then we will click Activate. So let's go back over and find another person to look at here. Let me grab someone. Inside this person's record, let's go to Status and change it to Active. And this time our client start date did not populate because we have implemented the bypass on our user record.